Samatha meditation technique is one of the most important of all Buddhist practices. I covered many Buddhist meditations and explained what they are used for in my guide to the 31 most important meditation technique, where Samatha is one of the most important meditations in Buddhism and is used to improve focus and concentration. Video version part is Samatha meditation. Samatha is one of the core disciplines of Buddhist meditation. The other is Vipassana technique tutorial. I've researched both these techniques in depth over the past decade, and have spoken with meditation teachers and authors to get to the bottom of what these techniques are all about. Samatha is all about calmness. The word itself can be translated from Pali to mean peaceful abiding. W. Lyons Raw says, peaceful abiding describes the mind as it naturally is. The mind is by nature joyous, calm and very clear. In Samatha meditation, we're letting our mind be as it is to begin with. In other words, Samatha is about returning the mind to its natural, joyful state. Samatha is also expressed through the Tibetan term Chön, which mean peace and purification. Bottom line, Samatha meditation is a way to calm the mind and produce inner peace. Samatha meditation is part of a process. Take a look at the Dharma wheel below and you'll see how Samatha meditation technique is part of a process. This image shows the Dharma wheel and the Buddhist path to Nibbana, or Nirvana. In traditional Buddhism, Samatha meditation technique empowers the mind to concentrate, which in Pali is samadhi, concentration, then leads the mind to being absorbed by the object of concentration in jhana. Read jhana method instructions. This in turn leads to insight, vipassana, and, finally, what Buddhists call liberating wisdom, panna. This is a very important process leading to enlightenment. Simply put, it's a process. We cannot get to jhana, vipassana, or panna without samatha. We need to practice Samatha meditation technique in order to develop calmness, because calmness leads to focus, which leads to insight and wisdom. Calmness is first, and calmness is Samatha. Why is Samatha, calmness, so important? Samatha meditation technique is essentially about boosting focus and concentration. It achieves this by producing inner calm. Every human being on earth can immediately grasp the truth of what the Buddha taught. Without calmness we are hugely ineffective. But there's a more important side to Samatha, clarity of perception. The mind is unruly. We often act in thoughtless ways, or get caught up in emotions, or simply see things from the wrong point of view. That's a good one, seeing things from the wrong point of view. We know what it is to see things from the wrong point of view, like when we get in an argument, or we take offense to something, or we become irrationally emotional. When we see things from the wrong point of view, we're really being led astray by the mind. The mind is kicking up thoughts, emotions and imaginings that we aren't asking for and that are not helpful. The unenlightened then act on those mental illusions. When I went through depression many years ago, I thought I was seriously ill even though I had nothing wrong with me. My mind was playing tricks on me. I kept seeing myself ill and thinking the worst. I went through hell. And it was a hell entirely created by my own mind. What did I learn? I learned not to be a slave to my own thoughts, or to my own mind. Do not be a slave to your thoughts. So how do you stop being a slave to your thoughts? How do you take control of the mind? Mental control is vital, and we all need to know how to control emotions. When we find inner calm, we stop the tide of emotions and we see more clearly. Samatha does these things, but it also goes further. For total mental control, the trick is to silence your thoughts, see reality clearly, stop mental phenomena, understand those mental phenomena so that when they do occur we have control over them. Imagine how much easier life would be if we had A, B, and C. How do you make it happen? Well, you could read The Best Brain Possible as Quiet to Ending Mental Slavery. It's of great tips for beginners. Want the Buddhist way? That's what Samatha meditation technique is for. Samatha meditation technique is about calming the mind so that we can see reality clearly. Clarifying what Samatha really means. Samatha is a way of training the mind in order to both still the mind and to build concentration. Incidentally, you can improve concentration with these meditations. In Samatha meditation, we focus on one object and meditate on it. This gradually builds our focus and stills the mind. It's hard in the beginning. The first time I started doing Samatha meditation, I could only focus for a couple of minutes. We have to build that mind muscle just like we build our other muscles at the gym. As you practice, you will go through the stages of focus, from fish to monkey mind to monk. What stage of focus are you at? Fish, monkey mind, regular person, monk. Most people are not used to focusing completely on one thing. If you struggle to focus when you do Samatha, you should definitely read my guide to the basics of meditation. It's of useful tips that will improve your practice. Through regular practice, the mind grows stronger. As the mind grows stronger, three things happen. You experience less mental phenomena, you have greater concentration, your mind is more still and peaceful. Remember our discussion about peaceful abiding. Your mind will be starting to peacefully abide. Then the truly important thing. Eventually, your focus becomes so strong that when you concentrate on an object you feel as though you are one with it. You are not aware of the difference between the meditation object and yourself because your mind is so keenly focused. This is what Buddhists call jhana, fixed mind, jhana. The Buddha taught that there are 5 stages of jhana that the meditator progresses through. You can read more about the stages of jhana on Access to Insight. This graphic shows the 5 jhana and what they mean. The jhana are meditative states of stillness used in Buddhism. They are vitakka, vikara, piti, sukha and ekaggata, exciting bit. At the highest state of jhana, when the mind is completely fixed on external reality, we are freed from desire, lust, hatred and other mental impurities. The result is complete happiness and serenity. Enlightenment gets deeper too. In the ancient times, there were some practitioners who used Samatha meditation technique as a means to gain supernormal powers like clairaudience. They believed that when the mind is absolutely attuned to an object, it is able to receive messages from that object. For instance, when focusing absolutely on another person, the meditator would hear the thoughts. Sounds dangerous. At the highest level of jhana, the meditator is left 2 choices: use their power for their own good or for the good of others. Only by using their power for the good of others can the meditator truly defeat dukkha, suffering, for their mind. Ultimately, Samatha meditation is about removing dukkha. Suffering is called dukkha. Eliminating dukkha is the ultimate aim of Samatha meditation technique. Through continual Samatha practice, we learn to accept and to perceive the reality of physical, mental and spiritual pain. This sense of acceptance then allows us to overcome the pain, dukkha, and suffering, a Buddhist vernacular. Today we are more likely to say that meditation allows us to overcome negative thinking, depression, anxiety, stress, and all other mental pain, as well as helping to alleviate the symptoms of wounds and illnesses. Samatha is about eliminating dukkha. Dukkha is Buddhist suffering, pain, and dissatisfaction. Samatha should always be relaxed. The very word Samatha literally means calm, so guess what? Samatha should always be practiced in a calm way. Most of us aren't used to focusing our minds so absolutely on one thing. If you ask your mind for too much too soon, you could cause harm. Demanding yourself to focus on one object for an hour is like demanding your legs to run a marathon the first time you put your running shoes on. Injury will occur. That's why it's imperative to train your mind gradually. I've personally made the mistake of trying to focus too hard too soon before, and I know from first-hand experience that you're only setting yourself up for migraine. You should always bear in mind that there are some health risks of meditation. To practice Samatha meditation, start slowly. Yeah, I know, it's a lot more fun to dive in at the deep end. Smart strategy is this. Try to focus on your object for around 5 minutes the first time. Then after a week you can try 10 minutes and so on. But don't start by demanding yourself to focus for such a long period of time that you strain your brain. Be wise. Your mind is your best friend and most important ally. Treat it as such. How to do Samatha meditation technique. We are now ready to actually do Samatha meditation technique. Follow these 9-step instructions. And always remember to practice calmly. Choose a length of time to meditate for. 20 minutes is a good bet. Choose to sit somewhere peaceful and relaxing. Sit comfortably in a meditation chair. Make sure you have good posture. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Rest your hands on your thighs with your fingers reaching out to your knees. Keep your arms and shoulders relaxed. Take a few minutes to relax. You may keep your eyes open if you like. If so, rest our gaze in front of you. Bring your attention to your breath. Do not force your attention. Rather, rest in gently on the breath. Thoughts and ideas will stir in your mind. Peacefully observe them. Then rest your attention back on your breath. Always remember that the key is to calmly observe the meditation object. This is different to other meditations like back technique, tutorial, traditional shamatha using meditation objects. Traditionally, Buddhists would practice shamatha with different meditation objects. Many of these you'll most definitely not want to actually meditate on. You'll see what I mean. This list is simply for educational purposes to show how to do Samatha meditation technique as was originally taught all those years ago. 10 Kasinas. The kasina are physical objects that you can directly meditate on. These are earth, water, fire, air, blue, yellow, red, white, light, enclosed space. 10 kinds of foulness. These are 10 meditations that involve meditating on decomposing corpses. Yes, really. In the time of the Buddha it was common for corpses to be disposed of in carnal grounds, which meant it was relatively easy to find a corpse and meditate upon it. Today in Thailand teachers advocate meditating on visions of your own body in these various states, though this should only be attempted by advanced meditators as this can be quite disturbing. The bloated, the livid, the festering, the cut up, the gnawed, the scattered, the ed and scattered, the bleeding, the worm-infested skeleton. 10 kinds of recollection. Anusati. Anusati means recollection, contemplation, remembrance, meditation, and mindfulness. These meditations involve devotional practices like recollecting the sublime qualities of the Buddha, a meditative attainment, such as the ability to recollect past lives. Recollection of the Buddha, the Enlightened One, recollection of the Dharma, the law, recollection of the Sangha, the community, recollection of virtue, recollection of generosity, recollection of deities, recollection of death. Mindfulness occupied with the body, mindfulness of breathing, recollection of peace, 4 divine abidings, loving kindness, compassion, gladness, equanimity, 4 immaterial states, the base consisting of boundless space, the base consisting of boundless consciousness, the base consisting of nothingness, the base consisting of neither perception nor non-perception, the one perception, the perception of repulsiveness in nutriment, the one defining, the defining of the 4 elements. Read more about meditation objects on Hindu website. Naturally, not all of the 40 objects of meditation are objects you would like to meditate on. Decomposing corpses. No thank you. Let's contemporize and get real. Modern Samatha meditation technique. Essentially, Samatha meditation technique involves focusing on a positive object that elicits a positive response. If you want a very quick answer to how to do Samatha meditation technique, it's this: focus on an object that creates positive mental states. For instance, the breath is calming and centering. This is why we can calm the mind by meditating on the breath. Running water is free and flowing. When you meditate on running water, you free your mind and create flow. Blue skies signify liberation. When you meditate on a clear sky, you liberate your mind. Focus on an object with a clear positive trait and you will develop your concentration and mentally absorb the positive quality of that object. That is the basis of Samatha meditation. You can choose to focus on any positive object you like. Some of my personal favorite objects to meditate on are stars, the sky, candles, water, my cats, my breath, my body, positive mental qualities like love and kindness, and nature. Feel free to choose your positive objects. I highly recommend that among your meditations you include meditations on your body, your breath, physical movement, a calming sound, and positive mental images. The body and the breath are particularly important as they anchor your mind and enhance your mind-body connection. The benefits of Samatha meditation. Good news. There is a reason why Buddhists consider this technique so important. There are lots of benefits of Samatha meditation. Like these benefits: it calms the mind, increases concentration, stops monkey mind, promotes joy, increases inner peace, helps to balance emotions, makes you more productive, helps you to see reality outside of mental delusions, reduces prejudices, reduces stress, boosts immune system, promotes positive feelings. These are the most important health benefits of Samatha meditation as proven by science. Conclusion: Samatha meditation is a vital meditation technique. And I don't just mean for Buddhists. For everyone. With a calm mind we can actually enjoy the moments of our lives. Samatha also provides mental stillness. And with stillness we can focus, meaning we'll be more productive. But the best thing is inner peace. Samatha is a gentle way of restoring inner peace to the mind. That makes it a must-use technique, not just for Buddhists, for everyone. How did you get on with Samatha? I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and remember to subscribe to our newsletter. And if you enjoyed this article, found it useful, please share it on Facebook, Twitter, your own site. Every time you share my articles, you let me know I'm doing something right. And you motivate me to create more content like this. sources.en.wikipedia.org/wiki/samathatas:www.wikihow.com/formally-sit-in-samatha